Amy Deb, the Keto Queen. It's Tuesday. I hope you guys have had a great day. We are home tonight and it has been a very long Tuesday. So I'm looking for something easy and delicious for dinner, and we always love our go-to zucchini recipes. So we're making an Italian dinner tonight, and what I'm doing is ricing some zucchini. So you can do this with zoodled or spiraled zucchini. You can do a sliced zucchini. I like to rice the zucchini because it's fast and easy to cook. So what I did was take my zucchini, I cut off the end, and this is all that's left. I've already done two, so I'm gonna finish this one up real fast. I've got some butter melting on my skillet. So we're just gonna take the zucchini with the cheese grater. I like to do it this way because it's so fast. It's so easy just to throw the cheese grater in the dishwasher to clean it up, so there's not a lot of devices out on your counter. So I just use a bowl, a zucchini, and a cheese grater. And we're just ricing this with the cheese grater. And I've already done two, so I did this a couple of them before you came. So just take your cheese grater, glide it down just like you're shredding cheese, but you're shredding your zucchini. All right, you turn this skillet down. We're going to make an awesome Italian dish, and I'm starting off with some butter and garlic. So I'm using minced garlic. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can use garlic powder, or you can leave off the garlic. But why would you do that? Garlic is so delicious. So I'm gonna cook that garlic in the butter for just a second. And guys, do you love zucchini? I love zoodles. I used to make zoodles all the time when I first started my keto journey. But I just found this to be much easier, quicker, and just as good. So I just like to rice my zucchini. And when I call it rice the zucchini, I'm just taking my cheese grater and grating the zucchini. I love to use fresh zucchini. You don't have to. You can use frozen if you want to. They do have frozen riced zucchinis, but I love the fresh zucchini. Let me stir this garlic up. So I've got a skillet over here sizzling with some garlic and butter. That's all we're doing. And it smells wonderful in the house already. This is going to be the base to our Italian meal, is garlic and butter. Yeah, it smells awesome. Okay, I'm going to take it off the eye just a second so I can finish ricing the zucchini. So I'm doing 3 large zucchinis tonight. It's going to be my husband and myself, and we'll probably have at least 1 to-go plate for lunch tomorrow. My daughter doesn't want to partake in this. She says she's craving a hamburger. So she's going to eat a hamburger tonight while we're making our zucchini meal. One more. All right. So this is what's left of my zucchini. Let me show you what the finished product over here looks like once you rice them all. You can do as much of this as you want to. I'm only cooking for the 2 of us tonight and hoping for lunch tomorrow. Now, my husband loves this meal, so he will probably eat a lot of this. So you can cook as much as you want. But this is a really cheap meal. I stopped at the grocery store because you guys know I didn't grocery shop this week. Shocker. And I ran in and I had to grab the zucchini, and I grabbed some Italian sausage because we're putting Italian sausages in ours. And I already had the other ingredients at the house, so this was like $6. So this is what it looks like after you finish ricing it. It's just riced zucchini, just like grated zucchini. So we're gonna take the zucchini and we're gonna add it into the skillet with butter and garlic. So look how good this looks already. I mean, it smells wonderful. So we're just gonna throw that zucchini right inside the skillet. Guys, this cooks so fast, which is why I love this meal. Oh my gosh, this is just 3 zucchinis. Look how big this is. We will definitely have some leftovers, which is awesome. I think my my eyes were bigger than my belly at the grocery store. Those look so good though. Try not to mess up. All right, so we're gonna take the zucchini. See if I can get my camera working. We're gonna take this zucchini and we're just going to basically saute it in the skillet with butter and garlic. And I like to cook it just a couple of minutes till it's almost done. Then we're gonna add some more ingredients. Guys, all you need is your zucchini, some butter and garlic. You want a little bit of heavy cream. I use Parmesan and mozzarella. I love Parmesan and mozzarella in my Italian meals. And a little bit of Italian season, or you can use oregano. You can use basil. You can use, gosh, any kind of Italian seasonings you like, because this is an Italian meal. So we're just gonna saute these for a couple of minutes on the skillet. This is a big skillet. Now, the thing with zucchini, just like any other vegetable, it does cook down. So this looks like a big fat pan, but it is going to cook down and reduce in size. So I will have more room in that skillet in just a second. This is what's left of my zucchini. Is I just cut off the top and then grated them down the cheese grater into the skillet. So this is what's left. I'm going to throw that away. Now, we all have different consistencies in the way we like our vegetables. So you guys hear this all the time. I don't like mushy. but I don't like crunchy. So I cook mine until they start to get soft. And then as soon as they start to get soft, I go ahead and start adding my ingredients, which is all the seasonings. So we're gonna add some salt and pepper. Oop. All right, got some pepper. Love pepper on my vegetables. We're gonna add some salt, of course. I love my Redmond's real salt. This is such an awesome salt. It is a really good electrolyte supplement, and you need a good pink Himalayan salt. I know I say this all the time, but it's very important. And I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning. Now the thing with my zucchini recipes, I always add seasonings, and I generally will double it. So I'll start the seasonings now, and then when I'm finished, I'll taste it and add what else I need. So I'm also gonna add a little bit of garlic powder. Even though I have had some minced garlic in there, I'm gonna add some garlic powder because I want to. That's the beauty of this recipe. You really can do whatever you like. I think that's all I want now. So we're just gonna stir this up, let it saute for a couple of minutes till it starts to get soft. Now tonight, I'm making this Italian dish with Italian sausage. So I did ground some Italian sausage, and it's sitting over here cooling off. You could use this recipe alone with just the vegetables and the sauce we're gonna make, or you can add Italian sausage. You can add ground beef for like a spaghetti. You can make chicken. I love to do this with chicken, ground chicken or rotisserie chicken or shredded chicken. I love this recipe mixed with so many different things. So it kind of changes it up. It's easy and fast to cook. I knew I did want to cook fast today. So easy and fast to cook, and you can change the recipe up with different seasonings and different flavors. Tonight, I'm gonna make an Alfredo sauce, but I'm also gonna use a marinara. So we're gonna put a little marinara in here. Tonight, I'm using Victoria. Someone recently asked me about marinara sauces. I love this Victoria sauce. It's so good. It's called Victoria. Now, this one is not the spicy one. I love the spicy. But this is just an old world style marinara. It's very delicious. It lasts a long time at my house. The ingredients are great, and the carb counts are good. So this one has 6 carbs, 1 fiber, so that is 5 net carbs and a half a cup. So that's a really good. Now there are some lower carb ones out there, but I really like this one. It tastes really good and it's pretty cheap. So this is Victoria. I get mine at Walmart. So this will be the last thing that I add to my zucchini. I like to add just a little bit of marinara after I put the meat back in here. So these are starting to get soft. I can tell it just by stirring the skillet, but you can always taste to see if it's at the consistency you like. Again, I don't like mushy, but I don't want crunchy. Now, of course, you guys know zucchini is a very moisture-heavy vegetable, so it definitely creates water, if you want to call it that. It creates a lot of juice. That's okay with me because I always make a sauce. Even if I only make this as a side dish, which I primarily make it as a main dish, but if I made it as a side dish, I still will add a little bit of cheese to make it a cheesy rice zucchini. So the water doesn't bother me at all in these recipes. Now, you may cook it and not like the consistency of the juice, but it really doesn't matter to me because it just makes great for the sauce. All right, so we're gonna cook it a couple more minutes, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna add. I've got some things out over here on the counter. We're going to use a little bit of heavy cream, and we're going to use a little bit of heavy cream at a time. Just a little bit in there is really all you need. And this is just to make the sauce. So we're making an Alfredo marinara. Yes, Alfredo and marinara. So I'm going to use a little bit of heavy cream to start the sauce. And then we've got some Parmesan, we've got some mozzarella, and I've got my marinara. So we're going to make the juicy, delicious zucchini, and then we're going to add in that Italian sausage. So it's going to be a really good Italian meal. Judy says, where'd I get my clothes? I got this shirt at, actually I think I got this shirt at Kohl's. It's a Vera Wang. I think it's a Vera Wang. If I didn't get it there, I got it at Maurice's because I primarily shop at Maurice's and Buckle. I'm going to look and see if you guys have any questions for me. So if you have any questions related to keto or recipes or anything, if you need help with anything, just put it in the comments because I'm going to look and see if I have any questions from you guys in just a couple of minutes while this is cooking down. Again, you need to cook it about half the way. So whatever you like your vegetables to taste like as far as the softness, and mine are really getting soft, so I'm ready. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my heavy cream. And this is how fast this recipe is. You can cook this so quick. All right, so I'm gonna do just a little bit of heavy cream at a time. If you wanna measure it, I would recommend, it's a third cup's bigger than a fourth, right? So a fourth cup, I'd recommend a fourth cup at a time. And all you need is just a little bit to put inside the skillet to start that sauce, okay? Just a little bit of heavy cream. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to, you don't even have to put the heavy cream, but I like the creamy sauce, so just a little bit. Now you're gonna let this cook, right? We're almost done with the zoodles, or the zucchini. It's not quite finished yet, so we're gonna add that heavy cream as it continues to cook. So with that said, the heavy cream is gonna cook down a little bit. If it cooks out, that's okay, just add a little bit more heavy cream, but that's why I wait till it's almost done. I don't wanna put the heavy cream directly in the skillet as soon as I start because it will definitely cook all out. Dang it, I dropped some on my eye and I just had the house clean today, trying to keep my stove clean. All right, so I've got this on about medium heat, so it's gonna simmer. It already smells so good. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and taste to see if I need any more seasonings, if I find a fork. I'm sure I do because I love my seasonings. I love Italian, I love garlic. Oh, it's hot. Definitely needs more. So you get to taste yours and decide what you want. Definitely needs more salt and pepper. Definitely have to have salt for your vegetables. So I'm doing a little bit more Italian. Definitely adding some more salt. And you'll see this is simmering. I don't know if you can see my skillet very well. See that sauce is simmering? It's a little bit more salt. And I am going to add some more garlic powder. Oh, yes. Yum, so good. Now there's gonna be some seasoning in the marinara, so I don't wanna go crazy overboard, but I always go a little extra with my seasonings because I want my food to taste amazing. So just taste it. You might not like as much as me, and that's perfectly fine. I also am going to add some little red pepper flakes in here because I like a little spice, all right? So I didn't get the spicy marinara, so I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes to give it just a little kick. Oh, it smells good. It smells so good. All right, red pepper flakes. I'm gonna say just a little. We'll see. We'll see what comes out of here. That's a little more than a little. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and start adding in our seasonings or our sauces. So this is cooked, it's soft. I'm gonna take one more bite. Good. So it's not mushy. It still has a little bit of crunch to it. We're not done yet, so we're gonna go ahead and let this cook a couple more minutes. And I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my cheese to make the sauce. Now you can do the cheese after you add your meats if you're gonna add meats, or you can do the cheese first and then add your meat. Because it's still cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and add my Italian seasoning first, or my Italian sausage. So I'm doing a pound of Italian sausage and these 3 big zucchinis. Because my husband's gonna eat this up. He loves this stuff. All right, so I'm just put that in there. That way it's still cooking together. I'm just adding the meat. Now you do not have to add cheese. I'm making an Alfredo sauce though, so I am gonna add a little bit of Parmesan and some mozzarella. I love skillet meals because you can just put everything into one skillet and then throw it in the dishwasher. So this is so full, I should have used a bigger skillet. That's all right, you live and you learn. I think my eyes were much bigger than my belly at the grocery store. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my cheese. I've got some Parmesan. This is going to start mixing in with that cream to make the sauce. And I've got some mozzarella, and I am using the Lazy Girl mozzarella bag today, so I don't want to shred up any cheese. If I did, it would taste a lot better, but the mozzarella bag will work. Just as much or as little as you want. I'm fixing to stir this in. So we want that cheese to melt into the cream sauce. Like I said, you can always make the cream sauce first and then add your meat. It'd be easier to stir if I did that, since it's a small skillet. Man, this smells so good, y'all. Trying to keep it in the skillet. I still have it on medium heat. You'll hear it simmering.
Okay.
I thought my mom said she was coming over, but I ain't seen her yet.
Yeah, we're just talking to Matthew.
Oh, see, they're talking about the front yard. He was supposed to come see Francis and her, I forgot. Y'all, this smells so good. It looks so good. I don't even know if my camera is pointing down good enough for you. All right, I'm going to taste it again to make sure I don't need any more seasonings, and then we're going to add in the marinara. Of course, the marinara is going to give us some seasonings too. Y'all, it looks so good. I just dropped all the meat off of it. Ooh, the hot. Very good, but guys, I'm not going to lie. Ooh, the red peppers. I taste that red pepper flake. It was good. I am going to add some more because I want more. I'm going to turn this down to simmer. If you needed to add some cream at this point, you can. If it starts to really thicken up, mine's starting to thick up. It's all right. I'm not going to add any more cream. It's the cheese that's making it thicker, and that's okay. But what I am going to do, y'all are going to think I'm crazy, is I'm going to add a little bit more garlic powder because I want to taste that garlic. And I'm fixing to add my marinara, which is going to give it even more flavor. So this is 5 carbs for half a cup. I definitely don't need a half a cup because I already got lots of seasoning in there. I'm going to do 1/4 cup. This is probably all I'm going to need. It's just to sauce and give it just a little marinara kick. And if I want to add more, I certainly can. If you're adding 4 or 5 carbs to the entire skillet, it's not going to kill it. It's not going to kill you to add a little bit because you're going to share that, right? Yum. This looks so yummy. So you might not think this looks yummy. It looks like a bunch of mush, don't it? But I promise you, when I put it on my plate and taste it, it's going to be amazing. All right, I'm just making a mess, though. All right, I'm fixing to see if you guys have any questions for me tonight as this sits over here and Ricky can dig in. I actually think I might add just a little bit more marinara, but you'll see the redness is starting to seep in. I know Ricky will want some more marinara, so I might as well give him some. I'll go ahead and add another 1/4 cup, so this is a half cup I'm putting in here. You don't even have to use the marinara. You could stop just where I did without putting the marinara, and this is an awesome Alfredo sauce. Of course, whatever meat you decide to put in the dish is going to change the flavor. This is Italian sausage. You don't have to use any meat at all, but I like to do this with chicken, with steak. I like to do it with ground beef. So many options, and of course, the taste changes with every ingredient. I'm using Italian garlic, salt and pepper. You can use oregano, you can use basil, or anything else you'd like. All right, and that is a done deal. So let me see if you guys need anything, and then I'm going to tell Ricky this is ready and come eat. So let me run through the questions real fast just to see if you guys have any. I hope you've had a great day. Oh, let's see. I don't even know what time it is. It feels like it's midnight. It's been, I think I hear my mom outside. She's coming to get in the pool. All right, let's see real quick if you guys have any questions. I hope you guys like this meal. It is so easy. It's one of my go-tos. I've done it for a long time. Ever since, honestly, I've started keto. Instead of ricing the zucchini, I did the spirals. And I love the spiral zucchini, or the zoodles, we call them. It's just a little bit more trouble because you have to have a spiralizer or a gadget. Or you can buy them in the fresh section at Kroger already spiraled, and I do that sometimes. But because I started using the cheese grater, I've just noticed it makes it so faster. It tastes just as good. So cheese grater it is. So I've moved from zoodles to riced zucchini instead. All right, I'm looking real quick to see if you guys have any questions. Baby, it's ready if you want to go ahead and fix your plate. I'm fixing to sit down with you. I'm just looking to see if anybody has any questions. Yes, ginger Rayos is my favorite marinara too. It is so good. You don't have to add anything to it. The seasonings are amazing in Rayos, but it's like triple the price of the Victoria. So when I'm really doing good and I'm not on a budget, I will buy the Rayos. Or if I see it on sale, I'll buy the bigger, larger jars and put them in the refrigerator or in the pantry. Yes, I got that at Walmart South, Chantel. Let's see. Thank you guys. I appreciate the comments. Steaks on the grill, yum, Gail, that sounds amazing. Jean says she's learning so much. She struggled with losing weight and has been on what I felt was a low-carb diet. After watching you several weeks, I have found that I was mistaken by thinking it was okay to use stevia. Okay, hang on. I have cut it out of my diet and have seen an immediate improvement. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. Virginia. Okay, thank you, Jean. Now, let me tell you, I want to back up a little minute. Stevia is not necessarily bad to use. I think I've been talking to a lot of people about sucralose and Splenda, And even stevia, even if it is a keto-friendly sweetener, if you're using them a lot, then it definitely will slow your progress. It can hold you back. You can use your keto-friendly sweeteners like monk fruit, swerve, Truvia with stevia. You can use stevia. You can use erythritol. You can use those keto-friendly sweeteners. You just have to understand if you're using them every single day, then they definitely can hold you back. Not a problem as long as you're not close to your goal or you're maintaining. If you're maintaining or you're really close to your goal and you're stuck, you want to definitely back off those sweeteners. But I'm glad I've been able to help you, Jean. Linda says, how do you order the drinks you have every day? I'd like a variety, not just one of a kind. I will definitely send you some information, Linda, on the Keto Nat. I'll send it in a message in just a little while. Okay, let's see. Difference between heavy cream and heavy whipping cream. Same thing. I did the same thing. When I first started, I was like, where is heavy cream? And I'm at the grocery store and all I saw was heavy whipping cream, and I Googled it. It's the same. All right, I'm just trying to see if there's any questions. I see lots of good stuff y'all are cooking. That's awesome. Real quick, guys, if you have questions, put them in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to jump off. Without a meter, how can you tell if you're in ketosis? This is an awesome question, Brenda. You can tell you're in ketosis about a lot of different things. Number one, how are you sleeping? Are you sleeping better? Number two, are your joint pains decreasing? Like, are your knees still hurting? Your elbows still hurting? Is your back still hurting? Are you craving foods? Have you stopped craving the chocolate? Have you seen that your hunger has decreased? You're not eating as much as you used to because you're not thinking about food. That's a huge one. How is your energy levels? Your energy levels should be better, higher. So many things, so many. Digestive system, are you digesting easier? Just so many symptoms of ketosis or side effects of ketosis. You just feel good, better mood. So definitely you don't have to have a monitor. I definitely don't recommend the urine strips if you are monitoring because they're not accurate. The breath machines are more accurate than urine, but still not accurate. The only accurate way to check for ketones is in the blood. I don't recommend you do that all the time. I have one and I like to check it for fun. So I'm going to be checking it in a little while this week just to make sure I'm back in ketosis after my weekend of anniversary celebration. But I don't recommend that you do that all the time because it's going to hurt your fingers. I hate checking my blood. It's just not necessary. It costs money. It costs $1 for every strip you use. So, I mean, if you can tell you're in ketosis by those side effects of better sleep, better energy, better mood, less joint pain, you just feel good. It's the most awesome feeling. I know when I'm ketosis and I know when I'm not. That's awesome, Felicia. And not everyone reaches ketosis at the same levels or the same depth of ketosis. So you still may want some of the same old things or still crave some of the same old things, but you are going to feel a million times better. All right, Ricky is eating without me, so I'm fixing to jump over here. This is the finished meal. It does look a little messy, but it is amazing. I promise you that. So I will post this recipe and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.